guys, it's me again, reviewing some more football boots. I just bought loads just to see what the difference was amongst the same kind of price range. So I thought I'd just tell you just in case you guys are having the same issues that I am. Today, so before I reviewed the Predators 20.3 and 20.2 by Adidas, today I've got Nike. So I have the Mercurial Academy, which is the basic ones really, Superfly I think they're actually called, and the Nike Phantom GT, which are also the basic ones. Up at the four names in the descriptions. So there's different variations of each model, but these are pretty much the basic ones. I'll start off with the Phantom GT. Now I've got them actually worn, so you can take a look here. The first thing I'll definitely say about the Phantom GT is they obviously have a funkier design, but they are much tighter than the other ones. So if you do want to purchase these boots, I would say go a size higher. I wear size 8 trainers. These are size 8.5 and they're really tight. So I would go size 9 for these. As you can see, they've got the LAG plates, which I'll talk about in a minute. But yeah, I'll definitely get the size up if you were to get them. But they're a nice design, as you can see. As you saw on the label there, they do have this AG plate, which is something I've never tried before for artificial grass. So I play a lot really on these 5G, 4G pitches. So just thought it'd be nice to see if I can tell if there's any difference between these and the firm ground studs or blades that I normally wear. The other thing about these, as you can see, is they have these textured elements which would help with traction, which is nice. And obviously the more expensive models you go, the better materials these are and the more they stick out. And this is obviously quite basic, but even though it is quite basic, just quite...
Red! Even if
there is these textured things here on all models, obviously the more expensive models have just more pronounced texture on them. I haven't seen the elite version of them, which is about £110 now. But these are decent, to be honest. They're actually, they're everywhere, which is great. So they're all around the whole boot here, which is a nice touch. So at least you get something for your money. It also has these lines here on the Nike logo. The lace system, in terms of pulling it on, it's actually quite easy to put on, and I think it's to do with the tongue. So the tongue is quite thin, and the lacing system does come only up to there, so there's not kind of that many holes, and it is slightly offset, so that would obviously help with the area. You've got more area to strike the ball, so that's really good. So in terms of design, it's actually all right, especially what you get for your money. Now with these, I got a really good offer on them, and they're about £30 actually that I paid for them. They've obviously got new models coming out now, but they're pretty similar. But then yeah, as I said, you've got the different models like the Pro or the Elite, which are obviously much different. And with these, with the AG plate, as you can see, the studs are completely different to anything else. So there's more of them, but they have the holes in here, which obviously, well, the holes in the studs actually help with heat distribution. So normally if you find studs with these holes in, it normally is meant for these 5G or 4G pitches. So yeah, in terms of the actual shoe, it's not that bad. You know, it's fairly flexible. The studs are, at least there's something different, and it is very lightweight, probably more lightweight than the Adidas ones I previously reviewed. The insole you can't take out, unfortunately, so you'd have to rip them out, and because I'm going to return these back, I'm not going to take them out. In terms of the padding, there is some slight padding around there. This must be a new thing in general in boots, because I never used to have them in the boots I purchased last year. But the padding's not that thick, but it's okay. But in general, yeah, they're decent boots for £30, and I definitely recommend them. But as I said, just get the size up. Now these, first of all, before I forget, if I had a choice, I'd definitely get these. In terms of comfort, these are very comfortable. They're probably more adapted to people with wider feet, but if you want to go for comfort, and these are definitely more comfortable. And as you can see here, they actually fit on my foot really nicely. As I said, I'm a size 8 trainer, but these are actually size 8.5, so you can see how they differ. Although they're the same make, they differ in models in terms of the way they do the sizing. So I would definitely just try them out first and not just personalize them or anything, you know, unless you're really sure what size you want. And this is also a similar price to those Phantom ones. And as I said to you, I'll probably get these if I had a choice. They have these split soles on them, which is great. Also the AeroTrack studding system. And in general, it does feel really comfortable, and I think it is to do with this split sole. It's the first time I've actually been able to try these split soles, and it does work. Although it doesn't bend as much, it just in general just feels more comfortable to wear on the foot. And as I said, yeah, it does suit a wider foot. Also, in terms of the padding inside, there's actually more padding on here than on even the Adidas or the Nike Phantoms. There's a lot of padding in here, and I was really surprised about how much padding there is considering the price. It even goes up to here inside the padding, so it is very, you know, for the money, it is very well built, you know. And as I said, if I had a choice, I'll probably get these. This one comes with a sock. I'm not sure if you can get without it, but it's not that high, so for people that don't like them, it won't be that bad. But in general, I kind of like them, especially wearing them now. They fit like a slipper. They're very comfortable, and the amount of padding through them is fantastic. As with the other ones, the insoles also don't come off. They have a slight texture around here in the design. You know, these are slightly raised, these white bits. In general, and also here as well, but in general, there isn't much in terms of, I don't know, an extra bit, you know, of styling that helps with the performance. But yeah, the sock is quite stretchy, as you can see, so that's probably an additional reason as to why it probably fits a wider foot as opposed to the Phantom GTs, which don't really stretch as much. But they're totally different materials in terms of each boot, and that's obviously to do with the different types of textures you get on each boot. So yeah, in terms of what choices are out there, I did previously say in my Adidas 20.3 reviews that, you know, if I had the money, I wouldn't spend £50 on Adidas 20.3s, and I'll probably spend that amount of money on these. And on the sales now, actually, you can probably get the Pro Edition. So this is the Academy one. You can get the Pro Edition for £50 to £60 on an actual Nike website, and that comes with just a better texture on the actual boot here, and actual fitting, slightly different style plates, but in general it's better, and they're actually really light, the other ones. So but yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it useful, and if you've got any questions, please feel free to ask. Thank you.